Hello there, good people. So, it has been 14 weeks, give or take, since I gave birth to the twins by C-section. And I wanted to make a post and just share a little bit about this C-section experience and journey where I am right now with it. So I'm going to show you guys my stomach and what it looks like right now at 14 weeks postpartum. So you can see I still have a pouch. My uterus is still contracting. Yeah, and there's my incision there. That's what it looks like right now. So, I wanted to make this post because I didn't know a lot about C-sections. I knew that my mom had C-sections, the women in my family had C-sections, but I feel like there was things that I didn't know about them that were not expressed to me, that I'm experiencing now, that I just wanted to share to maybe help somebody else. And then also maybe in the comments you can share your experience as well, because I'm learning and I'm going through this as well. So anything that you could share with me to help. So I had 2 babies, so my uterus is still contracting. I thought it was going to snap back like that. My stomach was going to be back to normal in no time. I thought 3 months was going to be good enough, but clearly there is still some shrinking that needs to happen. But in the meantime, that scar, that area, my abdominal area, like, it just doesn't, it's still in the healing process, and the way that it feels is so weird. Nobody told me how weird it was going to feel or how long it was going to take. You know, they tell you what, 6 to 8 weeks before you recover. I mean, yeah, I'm up and moving, but it's not like I can't work out, for example. Like, you know, because my abdomen, you have to use so much of your abdomen to do anything. And those muscles just aren't really registering yet. They don't even feel like mine. It's like it's a certain numbness, and then there's sometimes like tingling, and then there's some like sometimes sharp pains, and then I have the babies, you know, on me a lot of times, and they'll kick me down there, kick me in my abdomen, and not on purpose, of course, but it's just like, and that I can't even. It's very hard to describe because it's so foreign. It's so weird. It just feels really hard down there, and just like a foreign. Doesn't feel like it's weird. It's weird. And nobody told me about it, or I hadn't heard. And now I'm hearing stories from other women about how it took 2 years, 5 years, for them to recover from a C-section. So that's where I am on my journey, and I just wanted to share it, just to be a little more transparent about what's going on and everything. And it's a beautiful time, right, Andre? This is Andre, by the way. This is baby A. He was born first, right? Say hey, Andre. Yeah, and this my little guy, Ashton, is sitting here calmly by the camera, just watching us. He is so sweet. They both are. But Andre wanted to be held right now, clearly. So, yeah, that's what that's been like. And I do want to share about my birth experience, but at the same time, like, it's so strange again, because that was so, God, it was I mean, it was everything, but it was scary. It was very scary for me. I had yeah, women go through a lot to give birth. I'll just say that. Women go through a lot, and we really downplay it. We don't talk about it. You know, even when women talk to me about it, I felt like they really downplayed it. Like, maybe one woman told me a little bit about her experience, and it was kind of scary. But I feel like women generally like to protect, especially when you're pregnant. They don't want you to be scared about it, but it's scary. Childbirth is scary. And I want to share the experience, and at the same time, like, I haven't even really talked about it too much with anybody, because it's like it was so opposite of the feeling that you have after, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, you know, it's all scary and, you know, crazy and overwhelming, and then boom, you have these beautiful babies, and so it's like all behind you, right? But yeah, it nonetheless it happened, and it's a part of the journey. And it's amazing how smart these kids are. I'm looking at this camera, and as I'm looking at this camera, Ashton is looking at the camera because I'm paying attention to the camera. So he's paying attention to what I'm paying attention to. Now I'm looking back at him, and he's looking at me. But it's just he keeps looking at the camera like, what is that? But I'm just fascinated daily by them. So yeah, and he's looking at the camera again like, what is that? Beautiful. But yeah, guys, I'll be back to share more later. Later. Say later. Later.